My name is Rachel. I am 35. Well, I was diagnosed with GIST, which is gastrointestinal stromal tumours. It's really rare. It's a form of sarcoma. It starts in the connective tissues, and for me that was the lining of my stomach. I was very surprised, going from fit and healthy to I couldn't do anything. I was so poorly. I stopped going to school. I was just about to do my GCSEs. To begin with, it was very doom and gloom. Because of how big my tumours had gotten, they think that maybe I'd had it for 5 years before they found it. So I was straight away put on palliative pain care, and they basically we're not sure how long you've got. They hadn't seen this in someone my age at my hospital, and I genuinely thought that I didn't have long to live in the beginning. It's known as the loneliest cancer because it's so rare, and for me it was especially lonely because it's more commonly found in men over 65. So to be a 15-year-old girl turning up to clinic and everybody is in their 50s and 60s was really hard. I was offered genomic sequencing in 2017. It was fairly new. I think then my doctor had said I'd been on 3 chemo tablets by then and they'd only held it stable. It had never shrunk it. It basically held it the same for so long and then stopped working. So my doctor said maybe you have a rarer subset of GIST, which is a genetic mutation.
And so I've known Rachel for nearly 20 years now, and we've become good friends. And we wanted to understand what else is happening in Rachel's tumor to try and find out what are the genes are actually involved and what actually is driving, apart from the one particular gene which we knew about. And that actually helped us how we do the follow-up, and also in future that will help us to try and tailor the treatment to her type of GIST.
It showed why these 3 chemos that I'd had in the past ended up not working. It showed that I have a mutation that caused this cancer, although rare for this mutation to end up being this, that is why I have GIST. And it also showed I may have a risk of getting 2 other rare types of cancer, which I'm now screened for every year. It helped to know what happened, where this came from, basically. It's always been a mystery. We didn't have cancers in our family, especially rare sarcomas or some stomach cancers. So it answered a lot of questions that I had about where this came from, how I ended up here, basically.